Welcome. Frozen shoulder, by all means, is one of the worst painful conditions we can have because everything we do, we're utilizing the shoulder. By all means, you need to understand that whatever you are doing pertaining to your occupation or hobbies, if you're spending long periods of time with your head in a forward position, rounding your shoulders, you are damaging your shoulder joint. You may not be feeling it until one day you experience this shoulder problem. Shoulder adhesive capsulitis or frozen shoulder work hand in hand, same names, although many conditions like bicipital tendonitis, bursitis, rotator cuff problems all are contributed under this frozen shoulder category because of the fact that when you lose mobility from any type of pathology, you're going to exhibit this frozen shoulder. This is adhesive capsulitis. The capsule within the shoulder is starting to stick like glue. And the longer your shoulder stays that way, the harder it is to undo that stickiness. So, these particular exercises that I designed, that I put together here, are really going to make a huge change for your underlying problem. Although you need to do these exercises regularly. But remember, you must get to the root of your underlying condition. The more frequently you exhibit these problems, the harder it's going to be to correct it. There are millions of people out there that need to see this video because this can be a great help for them. At first, passively and gently, because the joint is not moving well, we want to just put motion into it. Bring your arm frontwards and backwards. Let it dangle. You can hold onto the chair, lean over, let it dangle frontwards and backwards, and you're going to do that for about a minute or so. Then you're going to go side to side. As we increase range of motion, side to side, by increasing the mobility, trying to free up those adhesions for a good minute or so. Then we're gently going to go clockwise. Okay, if you make the clockwise motion small at first, that's fine, but as you progress, you'll be able to go a little bit larger clockwise circles and just let it continue to dangle for a minute in that direction. Then we'll go counterclockwise. As we go counterclockwise, we're trying to free up mobility with because of that scar tissue and adhesions, and we'll do that for a good minute or so. Now, with those same range of motions, you can take a light dumbbell, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, hold on to a cup of soup, anything you want to hold on to, and do those same motions. What that's going to do is that's going to open up the joint a little bit more, stretch the joint a little more, and help break up those adhesions and scar tissue. The next exercise is sitting in a chair comfortably, feet out in front of you, and I want you to do shoulder rolls. Lift the shoulder up and roll it backwards. But as you roll them backwards, I want you to feel as if you can pinch those shoulder blades together. We want to use those rhomboid muscles. As you roll backwards, pinch the shoulder blades together, come down, roll up, pinch the shoulder blades together, come down. And by doing this, we're strengthening rhomboid muscles to help bring the shoulder blades together to help correct that postural issue that could be contributed to that frozen shoulder problem. Now, put your hands on your shoulders. I realize you can't lift your elbows too high because of the pain you're experiencing, but we're going to do elbow touches. Bring your elbows together and go back out. Elbows together, go back out. Elbows together. And you'll do that a good 45 seconds to a minute. Pretty much everything you're going to do here is going to be about a minute of your time. And by doing this, we're increasing internal and external rotation in the shoulder joint, which is going to help that healing. This exercise is called the picture frame. We're going to make a picture frame. Make the picture frame the best you can. As you grasp your fingers together like this, and as you make that picture frame larger, try to take that other hand and pull it up. Okay, good. Making that picture frame, and if you can get it on top of your head with the other hand pulling the bad shoulder up, put it on top of your head. Good. And just hold it there. Beautiful. Keep that picture frame open for a good minute, and that will make lots of positive changes. This is the choker exercise that we're going to take the bad arm, which is my right, and we're going to grab the elbow of the bad arm, and as you bring that elbow to the left, pull it up towards your throat and keep pushing over and continue to get that full stretch. You'll feel pain behind the shoulder, and you're going to hold that stretch a good 30 to 45 seconds. The arm pull. Take the bad shoulder's arm, grab the wrist, pull it over to the other side. You can pull it down or pull it across or actually pull it a little more upward to stretch the posterior capsule and the back part of those muscles that's actually attaching in there to help relieve that contraction and spasm. The stair stepper. Go up to a wall or a cabinet or anything around you. Put your hands and your fingers on that area as high as you can start out and start walking your fingers up that wall or that cabinet. By walking the fingers up the wall is going to actually increase mobility in the shoulder as this allows you to lift your shoulder higher and higher and higher, and you can do this several times. The table stretch. You can walk up to a table, a couch, a bed, whatever is convenient for you, and you're going to sit on it like I am right now. Put your hands on both sides of your body, and I want you to lower yourself slowly. And as you lower yourself, you'll feel the back of the tricep stretch, and you'll feel the whole back of the shoulder open up. It hurts nicely. Don't overforce it. Don't overpush it. Just get down and hold that position for a little time, and you'll feel a lot of increased mobility within a couple of days. The table stretch or desk stretch, very simple. Where you're working, regardless of where you are, grab the other end of the table or the desk, and I want you to lean your body down and backwards and let that just stretch. You'll feel the muscles under the shoulder, the teres minor, the teres major. You'll feel the latissimus dorsi, but you'll open up the joint, hold that stretch a good minute, and do that as often as you like. The reverse lift, an excellent exercise to increase mobility in the opposite direction. You can use any type of pole. You can use a broomstick. Here's a crutch. Anything that's long. What we need to do is we need to have both hands holding on behind us. My right shoulder is the bad shoulder. We're going to come behind us like this. And what we're going to do is we're just going to leverage that left arm, left hand next to the right hand, and we're going to push that left hand back as that right hand's holding on, and just keep pushing back. Now I want you to stand up as tall as you can, put your head high, and just hold that stretch. Just hold it, and you'll feel nice stretching and burning in the front, and you can do that frequently. The next stretch is going to be the PEC stretch. The PEC stretch is important because we're going to open up the pectoralis major and minor muscles from overcontracting. That's pulling the shoulders forward, causing pronation of the shoulders, causing narrowing of the subacromial space, leading to a lot of this adhesive capsulitis and frozen shoulder. Posture is one of the most important things to prevent this from coming back. But the PEC stretch, get inside a doorway, you'll lift your arm the best you can. I understand it hurts, you can't lift it too high, but once you get your arm centered at 90 degrees like this, on the door, you just lean your body in and let the body weight do it all. You'll feel nice stretching in front of the chest, and as you continue to progress, you can bring your arms up a little bit higher to get a little different stretch. You can bring them a little lower too to get a little different angle, but that will really release a lot of that shoulder, and you can do that stretch frequently. As a result of excessive internal rotation of the shoulder, which is one of the main reasons why people experience this adhesive capsulitis, we're going to perform an internal rotation stretch. Internal rotation is when your arm goes this way, where your thumb is coming in towards you. I'll stand back here this way. External rotation is when your thumb goes outwards, where your chest is opening up in this position, just like that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn around my right shoulder, and we're going to grab on to my bad shoulder's wrist, which is the right wrist. Now if you notice, my hand is facing towards you, towards the camera. It's facing outwards. So your hand should be facing behind you. The palm of your hand should be facing outwards. Grab your wrist, and what I want you to do is take the other arm, and I just want you to lift it up towards the spine. Now when you lift it, I want you to really relax your right shoulder, because it can be a little awkward. But as you grab this, lightly and gently just lift up towards the spine. As you lift up and as you relax the shoulder, you'll feel the front of that shoulder, which are the internal rotators, start to stretch. You don't have to push hard, but just gradually pull up, straight up towards the spine with your elbow straight on the bad shoulder, lock it out. And as this right shoulder and then the arm is locked out, take the other arm and just push it straight up to the spine, and you'll feel the front of the shoulder. And really hold that stretch, a very, very important stretch to conquer this horrible, painful problem. I saved this one for the end. If there are people out there who are not experiencing a significant amount of change, which will be a few of you, the majority of people should respond very well to those stretch exercises. But this is a shoulder pulley. And this shoulder pulley is very inexpensive. I believe it's under $20, maybe $15, I don't know exactly, but you can look at these on Amazon if you have a potential problem. And the reason why I like these is because you can use your other hand passively to help increase mobility of your bad shoulder. Let's show you how it works. We're going to go ahead and put this right inside a door, right here, and we'll close the door. Good. Now it's inside the door, and here's the pulley. You can sit down or stand up. I'm going to stand up for this particular reason while we're recording. And let's say my right arm here, this is all I can lift, my right shoulder right here. So I'm going to take this left one, and I'm just going to pull down as it lifts my right shoulder up. Look how beautiful it is. Look at that. Remember, the key thing is putting motion, using my good hand and my left arm, pulling it down on top of that pulley as it's lifting my right shoulder up. Now watch what I do here. I'm going to face it. Now I'm going to get motion in the front of my shoulder. As I pull this pulley down, my other arm goes elevated this way. I can turn backwards, and as I pull this down, I can pull it backwards. Look how beautiful it is. Because what happens is, when we contract the muscle, and the muscles are already inflamed and sore, the muscles can't do the job by itself. That's called active range of motion. Passive range of motion is when the muscles are relaxed and we're moving the joint through another vehicle. And this is our vehicle right here. As if someone was going to take your shoulder or your arm and lift it for you, that's passive. Well, we can do it ourselves with the shoulder pulley. I thought this is a genius idea and something that I wanted to share with you. I am confident that this video is going to really help you, although please look at your habits, the things you do every day, your poor postural habits of bringing your head forward, texting, on your computer, driving, poor sleeping habits, whatever you're doing, and start to correct them early. I ask you to share this video, as there are many people out there that can benefit from this. Put it on your social media. I ask you to subscribe, and most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.